You don't feel reckless. You feel responsible. You bought a safe car. Reliable. Good for the family. $642 a month. That's what it costs to be an adult. Welcome back to Core Invest. Now here's the uncomfortable truth nobody says clearly. That $642 isn't just a car payment. It's a wealth killer. Not because cars are bad, but because of what that payment silently replaces. And by the end of this video, you're going to see exactly how one normal, socially accepted decision can quietly cost you over $1 million across your lifetime. Not in theory. In math. Most people think a car payment is just part of life. You graduate. You get a job. You upgrade your ride. If you're earning $70, $000, $85, $000, maybe even $100,000 a year, a $500 to $800 monthly payment feels fine. Dealerships don't talk about price. They talk about monthly affordability. $399 sounds manageable. $599 sounds doable. $0 down sounds smart. And everyone around you is doing it. Your neighbor has a new SUV. Your coworker just bought a truck. Your social feed is filled with delivery day photos. So the belief forms, if I can afford the payment, I can afford the car. But that sentence hides a dangerous assumption. Because affordability and wealth are not the same thing. And that's where the trap begins. Let's slow this down. The average new car price in America is hovering around $45,000 to $50,000. With interest rates between 6% and 8%, many loans now stretch 72 months, sometimes 84. A $50,000 car at 7% over 72 months? You're paying roughly $850 per month. Total paid over the life of the loan? Close to $61,000. That's $11,000 in interest for a depreciating asset. Now let's zoom out. If you make $90,000 a year, after taxes you might take home around $65,000. That's about $5,400 per month. An $850 car payment is nearly 16% of your take-home pay. Before insurance, before gas, before maintenance. Add everything in, and you're likely spending $1,100 to $1,300 per month on transportation. That's not transportation. That's a financial anchor. And here's the part that stings. Most middle-class stress isn't caused by income. It's caused by fixed monthly obligations. Car payments are one of the biggest. You didn't wake up wanting debt. You wanted progress. Cars are emotional symbols. They signal, I'm moving up. I made it. I'm not behind. Your brain loves that signal. Because humans are wired for status. In the past, status meant protection. Today, status means perception. And the auto industry understands this deeply. That's why loan terms keep getting longer. 36 months used to be standard. Then 48. Then 60. Now 72 is normal. Because stretching the loan reduces the monthly pain. Your brain thinks monthly. Dealerships know that. They never lead with, this car will cost you $61,000. They say, it's just $642 a month. And here's the hidden system truth. The economy grows when you borrow, not when you save. So credit becomes easy. Approval becomes quick. And the psychological barrier disappears. Add social media comparison on top, curated lifestyles, luxury trims, upgrade culture, and suddenly keeping your old car feels like failure. It's not, but it feels like it. And feelings drive purchases more than math ever will. Let me tell you about Alex and Jordan. Both 30 years old. Both earning $85,000 per year. Both ambitious. Alex buys a brand new SUV for $48,000. $5,000 down. $780 per month for 72 months. Insurance jumps to $220 per month. Gas and maintenance average $350. Total monthly vehicle cost, roughly $1,350. Jordan buys a 4-year-old sedan for $17,000. Pays cash. Insurance, $120. Gas and maintenance, $300. Total monthly vehicle cost, around $420. Difference? About $930 per month. Jordan invests that $930 into a low-cost index fund averaging 7% annually. Let's look at 10 years. $930 invested monthly at 7% for 10 years becomes about $160,000. The 20 years? Around $480,000. 30 years? Roughly $1.1 million. From one decision. Alex has a depreciated SUV worth maybe $18,000 by the time it's paid off. Jordan has a seven-figure portfolio compounding quietly. Same income, same starting point, different choices. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Alex doesn't feel irresponsible. He feels normal. That's the trap. The car payment trap isn't about the car. It's about opportunity cost. Opportunity cost means, what could this money have become instead? If you invest $800 per month from age 28 to 58 at 8%, you end up with roughly $1.4 million. That's not extreme. That's math. Now imagine replacing that $800 with a cycle of car payments every 6 years. Upgrade. Refinance. Upgrade again. For 30 years. You stay in motion, but your net worth stays stagnant. Because depreciation works against you while compounding never gets a chance to work for you. And here's the deeper issue. High fixed costs reduce your ability to take risks. You can't switch careers easily. You can't start a business comfortably. You can't survive layoffs calmly. Because your monthly burn rate is too high. You don't just owe money. You owe time. Smart people don't ask, what's the monthly payment? They ask, what does this cost my future? They understand that cars are tools, not trophies. They buy reliable vehicles, often used. They pay them off quickly. They keep them longer than feels socially exciting. And here's something powerful. Driving a paid-off car changes your psychology. You stop working to maintain payments. You start working to build assets. When you eliminate a $700 to $1,000 monthly payment, that's $8,000 to $12,000 per year freed up. Invest that for 25 to 30 years, and you're talking about hundreds of thousands, sometimes over $1 million. That's retirement acceleration. That's optionality. That's peace. Smart people choose financial flexibility over social validation. They understand that looking successful and being secure are two different things. And they choose security. Quietly. The car payment trap doesn't feel dangerous. It feels standard. Expected. Even responsible. But normal in America often means financially stretched. Imagine waking up tomorrow with no car payment. Imagine your monthly expenses dropping by $800. Imagine investing that money instead of sending it to a lender. Imagine reaching your 50s with investments growing, instead of starting over. The car in your driveway won't change your life. But the money it costs you might. You don't need to drive something embarrassing. You need to drive something sustainable, because every dollar tied to a depreciating machine is a dollar that can't buy your freedom. And over decades, that trade becomes massive. If you want to understand money in a way that builds long-term power, not short-term image, subscribe to Core Invest, because real wealth isn't loud. It doesn't rev its engine, compounds in silence. And sometimes, the smartest move you can make is to stop financing the illusion